Hello everyone, myself Dr. Ashwini Kumar, and we are very fortunate here to have Dr. Priya Narwal with us. Dr. Priya Narwal is an Amazonian and she scored a tremendous rank of 40 in this INI-CET which is conducted just a few days back. Dr. Priya Narwal was our TND students. So before we start talking to Priya Narwal, Priya, I really want you to have a formal introduction of yours, where you belong to and about your college.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So I'm Priya. I'm Priya Narwal, and I have been an MBBS student at AIMS New Delhi, and I'm originally from Haryana. And that's it. Yeah, I scored a rank of 40 in this INI-CET 2020 exam. Yeah, and I've been a TND student with DBMCI for the last 1 year, and also I've attended a few of the live classes also last year.
Okay. Well, Priya, certainly what you achieved is solely your hard work, but that little bit of ingredient of well-wishers like family, friends,
Definitely, sir.
teachers is always
Definitely,
there.
sir.
So
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sure you also would like to thank some people in your life. So I would say don't hold back. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So first of all, I'd like to thank God for uh, for always being there. I mean, His blessings. Then my family, my parents, my brother. Then after that, I'd like to thank my friends who have always been there for me in my highs, in my lows. So, and also, I would like to thank all my teachers at DBMCI and Dr. And Miss Anu. I would also like to thank her. She has also helped me out every time I had some problem with the GT or Vibe or anything. I could reach out to her, message her personally, and she would solve whatever problems I used to face. So, yeah, I would like to thank the whole DBMCI team for being there. And yeah,
Okay,
thank
wonderful.
you so much, sir.
Well, Priya, let's talk about your inspiring journey. I
Okay.
first wanted to know ki when exactly you got serious about this PG stuff. When you started thinking about ki हाँ मुझे PG crack करना है and all.
Um, सर प्रैक्टिकली तो सर अभी इंटर्नशिप में आने के बाद ही ये हुआ था कि पीजी के लिए तैयारी करनी है उससे पहले तो इट इज मोर लाइक आई हैव टू प्रिपेयर फॉर माय सेकंड प्रॉफ और द फाइनल प्रॉफ because we do not have third prof at AIMS, so we
Yes,
directly have a final prof.
yes, yes.
So last year also I was preparing for my final prof, and then after coming into after entering internship only in January, this was like, okay, now I have to get serious about my PG preparation because I have to appear in the November 2020 exam.
Okay.
So that is the time when I got serious and I started revising my first and second year subjects because before that, after my first year, I did not read my first and second year subjects uh, like before my internship. So it was the first time that I was doing those subjects once again.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm bound to ask this because people have this, tendency about, especially the Amazonians. I mean, were you really a bookworm, or did you read all these recommended textbooks like Harrison and Park and Robbins, or like you were selective about your reading?
I was selective about my reading and definitely not a bookworm. I used to read the standard textbooks like during my MBBS times. As in my first year, I used to read Genong and like for biochemistry, that is Harper. Then in second year, I used to read Robbins. Then for pharmacology, KDT, then microbiology, Anant Narayan. So basically, all the standard textbooks I used to read during my MBBS years, and whatever was needed from whatever was there in those books, I kind of used to integrate them into my notes. But yeah, even like things like Harrison, yeah, I read a few chapters, like
Okay.
um, बहुत ही selective sir, बहुत ही selective कि
So it's
okay
not like
this
you have
one.
gone from cover to cover, not the entire Robbins and
No,
Harrison.
no, sir, not at all, not at all. हाँ मतलब just a few chapters from here and there, maybe MI or something like abdominal pain, like
Okay.
from the first part of Harrison. So very selective things from the standard textbooks of final year. And
Okay.
like for surgery, I read Bailey's.
Okay.
So yes, sir.
And did you give GTs, grand tests?
Yes, sir. I gave grant tests throughout my
When
internship.
did you start giving those grand tests? Was it during internship only or before that?
No, sir. I started only during my internship, and that too somewhere around May, June.
Okay. So how many grand tests you gave?
Um, I guess initially, sir, I used to give around one grand test per month.
Okay.
But towards the end, when DBMCI came up with the Vibe package, I guess I ended up giving 4 or 5 exams in a month. This
Okay.
was probably in October.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Because for an Amazonian, the internship is pretty hectic, and you're giving GTs also simultaneously. Along with that, you have to attend TNDs. I
Mhm.
wanted to know about your week, how you manage your week. What was your usual routine for the week?
So the TND thing was not a very difficult task this time because we did not have to attend the live classes. It
Okay.
was all available online, so it was kind of beneficial because we could see the videos at our own convenience whenever we had time. So we did not have to make time अलग से कि Tuesdays या Wednesdays को specifically we have to go to the center and then attend for those 6 to 8 hours of the TND classes. So for me, this really worked. The COVID thing actually helped in a way
Okay.
that now since all the TND classes were being recorded and the recorded lectures were there online, so I could plan out my studies accordingly. Whenever I used to get time, I could see those videos and make notes.
Well, these recorded classes were like blessing in disguise because you people
Yeah.
escaped the Delhi traffic also.
Yes,
But
sir.
what was your feedback on this? I mean, because now people are in dilemma: ki should we continue with the live classes or should we go with the face-to-face classes? I mean, according to you, dono ke, what is the like pros and cons for the online classes and offline classes?
Sir, I guess for me, there were probably more pros than cons
Okay.
because it was easier for me to plan out my studies when the videos were there online. As I already told, it was easier ki, okay, I can, like, if I have 1 hour right now, 1 hour free in during my duty hours, so I can start one of the videos and start making notes and finish it off. So I say in segments I could watch the videos whenever I used to find time. Instead of that, live classes mein, sir, the problem was always to find time. I mean, it was always not possible uh, for one to take out time from the internship posting. One might have a duty on some of the days. So in that way, it worked out for me कि आपकी ड्यूटी अगर उस दिन पड़ रही है तो अभी आप बाद में जब वीकेंड्स पे आप देख सकते हो वीडियोस को
Yeah.
according to your own convenience. But yes, there was one disadvantage कि live classes में you can come up with your doubts and मतलब it is easier to get your doubts cleared in a live class.
And did you also suffer with that so-called backlog syndrome? And
Yes,
you had
yes,
how did you
definitely.
manage the backlog because you had such a hectic internship? How were you able to manage the backlog?
Um, sir, I tried जितना हो पा रहा था उतना कर रही थी. बाकी sir, yes, there was backlog because when there are live classes, you're bound to attend them. But when it is online, it is kind of okay. हाँ ठीक है बाद में कर लेंगे. That
Okay.
attitude comes in. But then I tried my best कि जितना कर सकते हो, whatever subjects are weak, whatever subjects I thought कि I was weak at, I used to give the TNDs and see the discussion as well.
Okay. And apart from
And make
TNDs,
notes.
you attended some, I guess, full classes also, full lectures also.
Yes,
Which
sir.
subjects were those?
Sir, I attended live classes for medicine by Dr. Thamim last
Okay.
year.
And I
Yes.
want to know the feedback for that class.
Sir, they were great, sir. I made my medicine notes at that time, and I referred those medicine notes in my internship. So yeah, it was really beneficial to
So
attend
you
them.
attended that live classes by Dr. Thamim during your final year or after final year?
So during my final year, last year I attended them somewhere in around January, February.
So that must have helped you in your academic session also, in your final
Definitely, sir. In
exams
my
also.
final prof also. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. And what about vibe session? Did you attend the vibe session?
Yes, sir. I attended the vibe session. I attended the March wala session. I attended it completely,
Okay.
the whole of the session. And this time, the one that was held in October, I could not attend it pura. I watched it sort of selectively because there was less time. But then I had the book, so I scrolled through all the images. Whichever images I felt कि इसका देखना चाहिए discussion, I switched. मतलब I watched that part of the vibe. But yes, in the March session, I watched the complete vibe session. I made notes also in the booklet that's given with the vibe, and even that is a great thing, sir.
Yeah,
Like
vibe
that's
is
very
being a
beneficial.
faculty. Actually, vibe is very close to our heart because we give away that book, which is like a quick revision for all 19 subjects.
Definitely.
So
definitely.
I hope you found it a useful tool for
Yes,
your
sir.
quick revision.
Yes, sir. It was definitely useful, and all the images, like medicine, maybe anatomy, maybe especially anatomy, because anatomy is, matlab, it is all about images. Abhi to the trend is कि पूरे central institutes are focusing on the images.
Yes, yes,
Even this time we had an image of the sphenoid, I guess.
yes. Those
Yeah, one of the
Irion image.
foramens they had
Yes,
asked. Yes,
yes.
sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Uh, well, you have attended our T&Ds like extensively
Yes, sir.
at your own convenience. So I'm
Mhm.
again tempted to ask you this: that what are the subjects which you think made a difference to your approach and understanding of the subject? Because you have read all
Yes,
in
sir.
the topmost, the prime most institute in the country, but still
Mhm.
attending those lectures outside and
Mhm.
in a coaching institute. What was there any change in your approach and understanding of those subjects, and which subjects were those?
So specifically, pathology. I found pathology
Dr.
very
Praveen.
useful by Dr. Praveen. Those classes I attended live because this was in, I guess, in January. We started with pathology only,
Yeah.
TND. So I attended those classes live, and till the end, I referred those pathology notes every time I revised pathology in my internship.
Okay.
So pathology was very helpful, especially the hematology part.
Yes.
It gave a proper, good approach to the hematology questions, especially. Then, secondly, your class also, sir. Um, Anatomy, that also I attended live at the Gautam Nagar Center.
Okay.
This was also in February. So even that was very helpful till the end. I used to refer that along with your notes, along with your anatomy notes.
Okay.
Then the other one was biochemistry. I attended biochemistry. That was also really helpful. And the final year subjects, I guess I attended medicine
Okay.
by Dr. Tamim.
Okay.
That was really helpful too.
Okay.
So basically, whatever notes I used to make out of the TND, I always used to refer them whenever I used to revise that subject during my internship. Like even the last 2 3 months, whenever I went back to those subjects, I used to revise the TND notes with them.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Dr. Priya, Dr. Rajat Jain, he is our academic director, and he is like kind of in last 1 year, he has been a big motivational force for everyone. He
Yes,
was
sir.
ranked one of his
Yeah.
own time,
Yeah. I
and
attended
since
his
one,
radiology TND also. I forgot
yes,
to mention. Yeah, even that was a live class.
yes, that was like class. That was in one of the initial class only.
Yeah, it was one of the initial classes. That was really helpful. He gave us algorithms to tackle questions in.
He not only teaches radiology, he's like he's very
Yes,
proactive in motivating the students and taking care of their mental health, which is very
yes,
important nowadays, especially
yes.
in this pandemic period.
Hmm.
So he's like posting a lot of all these motivational videos on YouTube
Hmm.
also. So
Yes,
if you
sir.
have anything to say about it?
Yes, sir. He keeps on posting some motivational videos, and they really help you, especially at times when you feel low during your preparation, or you feel like okay, you're not doing up to the mark, or you're not getting a rank which you should be getting, or which you want to get. So at those times, he comes up with some videos, some
Yes,
tricks, and something to motivate you always.
absolutely.
So that's really helpful, sir.
Okay. Well, Dr. Priya, you have really been an inspiration, and I'm sure that you have laid a very solid footstep to be followed by your juniors. Well,
Thank
at
you
the
so
end,
much,
I
sir.
would just say that you're free to give some piece of advice to your juniors that how to approach and uh,
Mhm.
just to kind of encourage them that everything is possible. You achieved
Yes,
rank 40 in your first go, and I'm sure that even they can. So,
yes.
just piece of advice to them.
Sir, I just like to say that right, right from one should be focused right from the beginning of the MBBS. Okay, they have to do good, but then at the start of your internship, you should really be focused. Okay, I have, this is my target, and this is what I have to achieve at the end. So the key to all of this is being focused and definitely hard work. I believe hard work is the only key to success, and if you work hard, everything ultimately turns out to be in your favor.
Absolutely.
I mean, um, for me, I was just like to say that there is nothing like somebody is blessed or anything like that. It's just about hard work. If you work hard, things are going to work out in your way, in your favor, somehow or the other. So, sir, I would like to just say just focus on whatever you want to do, read well, and stay motivated. Talk to your parents; they will always motivate you.
Yes,
Talk to
absolutely.
your friends. they will motivate you, your friends, and definitely the teachers. Most importantly, the teachers. They will always motivate you because they always want you to do good. Yes, sir.
Well, thank you, Dr. Priya, for your time. You've been an inspiration, as I already said.
Sir,
Just
I'd
do
like to
keep
thank
inspiring.
you, sir. I'd like to thank you. You made anatomy so simple, sir. Thank you so
Pleasure
much.
is all mine. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you keep doing well at your